So, what happened last time, everyone?
Well, demons invaded.
Wait,
Kind of.
what?
They're like,
In my
like-
comic book campaign? More
The
like
part
anything.
completely shifted to weird Lexi-styled Mouthland with lava lakes and stuff that aren't actually lava. Very weird. But
Kool-Aid River.
our favorite goblin villain, played by a lovely guest called Dan, yoinked one of the main bosses and took them out to Subway.
Yes, Subway.
What was supposed to be a benchmark for combat turned into a social benchmark instead. They talked to the demons, figured out what's going on, immediately believed them, went off to talk to more demons, talked to them again, and then found out that apparently some demons are being yoinked away by crusaders in the holy area. Our intrepid heroes, trying to either get to the bottom of this, figure out who's lying, or figure out which side they need to stomp so this stupidness stops, have decided to venture off into the Holy Lands, which is essentially just a big church. Now, I'm going to describe what this area looks like first. So, the first thing anybody will see upon entering this area is a massive sakura tree. This giant blossomed tree stands even taller than the church behind it, which is about a 3-story cathedral. 3 stories tall, with massive stained glass mirrors and windows that don't display any real common religious, modern style beliefs. More so nature scenes, calm scenes, or scenes of people helping people. There is no real depiction of any religion that exists. And thus, this is where I will state the warning for this episode. The religion does not depict and or show any current, real religions. This is a completely made up thing. This has no impact or saying on today's world. Kind of.
That was a pretty good warning right there. Good stuff.
Yes.
Glad we got that done.
What the heroes will see upon walking up is a massive gated area with brickish walls and some strange statues in water off to the right. To the left, they're going to see a hill that extends up. Or is it a cliff? I suppose cliff would be the best word. A cliff that extends up about 30 to 40 feet. With a strange metal gate around what appears to be an ancient ruin. Immediately in front of the sakura tree, they'll see a... What are those things called? This thing right here.
A drinking stone?
Monolith? No, it's like a spire.
Obelisk?
But it actually... Obelisk, thank you. An obelisk directly behind a basin of water. And if everyone would please drop their characters here. A reminder of character interaction. Characters that are 4 blocks are actually important. Characters that are 1 block are not. These things are just decorative and they are not actually important.
Man, we are not important, I guess.
Yeah, rip us. No, I think
guys
we're
are 4 blocks.
4 blocks. It's just because the tokens are round, they look smaller.
Don't forget to gain your hero point per session.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Wow.
I'm glad we
decided to talk this out. Oh yeah, last session was quite taxing on my hero point.
Yeah, you sure, like... People just couldn't roll good.
Fell over and died.
Except fucking Venator, but, you know.
I think I rolled actually like pretty decent.
I think you did, but I think everyone else kind of got shot.
I think I did actually have to spend a hero point for 1 roll.
I don't
Yeah.
even think they're rolled.
Who knows? Indeed, I agree. Talking it over is so much simpler.
Yeah, so what now?
Oh, look!
That's
It's
the
Starbo.
Starbo. That's the kid.
Seems he frequents this area or is scouting.
Starbo appears to be pressing on the air, looking kind of confused.
Well, that's interesting. So what's our plan of approach here before we go talk to Starbo?
I believe the plan is to go talk to Starbo.
The rest of the plan, you know, like with the whole people thing. Like, what do we negotiate here?
Well,
Well,
first
we
we have
like-
to understand the issue they have with, the whole situation.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I haven't been in a church in years.
I think for understandable reasons.
I don't know what happens if I walk in there.
That's probably fine.
Take it one
What is-
step at a time, you should be fine.
Ignore the sounds of dice.
I'm trying very hard, but they're really loud.
Sorry, I had to put away the rest of the dice because I played around with it and knocked them out.
I see.
I don't think I've been in a church before either. Is there something supposed to happen when you go in there?
Hmm?
Um,
No, it's...
it's supposed to be a holy place, correct?
Yeah.
Of goodness and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Skel's whole existence is kind of the opposite of that. And so,
Skel's existence is good. I like
Well,
Skel existence.
I had to stop attending whenever I died, so it didn't look suspicious.
I see. Couldn't you have just walked in a big white sheet and like, ooh?
Oh, whoa, I don't know what god is gonna smite me.
I believe
being
doing
a-
that might have got him exorcised.
Well, I mean, he's a little skinny. He could maybe use it.
No, exorcise, not exercise.
The difference. The same word.
No, there's an O instead of an E.
I fail to see the difference still.
One
Okay.
would be
So, yeah.
killing him, the other is giving him muscle.
Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, right now I'm bound to this plane of existence with a tiny little sheet, and it's like I take a pencil and I stab it.
And that's what happens if you lift weights?
That's exercising, not exercising.
That's
You
what we're
see-
doing.
Perhaps we should just move on. Maybe I can
You
explain
know
it
what?
to you
If I
better.
die, I die. I'm walking in.
Let us go.
Wait, these guys don't like demons, right? Are we?
Lexi doesn't
Oh.
look like one.
Lexi doesn't look
Oh,
like a
excuse me.
demon. But I'm just-
I didn't know I was like that for like half my life.
Have
and
you
by half
gone
my
into a
life,
church
I mean,
before?
Like,
Starbo looks over at you all. Hello.
I genuinely don't know.
Hey,
Look at this. He's pressing above what appears to be a red sign,
What are you doing with?
and his hand literally can't go past the barrier.
More importantly, what are you doing here, little buddy?
We're investigating
Investigating what?
the disappearances.
Ah, I know what you're talking about. She taps the side of her nose.
oh no.
Sounds like you're doing awfully important hero stuff, so I won't bother you too much. But if
Yeah, a bunch of church members have been disappearing lately.
Oh, okay. Well, if you get in any trouble while you're doing investigation, we're in the area.
Okay, Kitty Cat's off exploring that area, motions above the cliff, and Puddle Girl and Gamer Boy are inside.
I see. We should probably head inside anyway, so we'll get the lowdown from them. Thank you.
Have fun.
Always do.
Alberbot,
Mm-hmm.
this weird thing is a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Very high-tech barrier.
Tech or magic?
Tech. Very high-tech
Like force
barrier.
fields.
Yes.
Oh my. VIP treatment. Necessary.
Yep. This area right here. Just
I don't think I'm allowed to go in there, even if I do manage.
I'm sure you could get in there if you tried really hard, but we don't really need to go
The
anywhere.
archway doesn't appear to go anywhere, though. It is just solid rock behind the archway.
So is it keeping us out or keeping something in? Who knows? Perhaps you'll find out soon. Is there anything I can look from seeing?
What?
Is there anything I can find out just by looking and seeing, or...?
You can't see a power source.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what appears to be the setup for a barrier, but with no power source, no leads, no way to enter. It's just essentially like a wall.
But it's working.
It is somehow working.
Curious. Perhaps we should have look at it later, but right now more pressing matters.
Yeah, we got important stuff to do. Come on, let's go figure out what's going on. And make
Okay.
sure neither of our friends get in any trouble with these religious-y people.
Don't try breaking anything. It could be extremely dangerous.
They
Oh,
won't.
I was talking to
the
Starho.
church walls run right up against the cliff wall,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but the cliff appears to go up halfway up the church.
Yeah.
Interesting structural idea.
Mm-hmm. Skel and Lexi. You are on. Once you get past here, I'll draw a line. No, give me free hand, please. Once you get past this line, you're on what's called holy grounds. You will have a -2 to all rolls.
Oof.
I'm not an unholy creature. Lol.
Hey guys, you wanna desecrate this?
I get this very good sensation of racism around here.
I wonder why robots aren't considered unholy. It is a
Because you
Fake
technically don't have a soul,
kind of
Oh.
ish.
good or bad.
They're bringing a box in here.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Should I
If you
do
were
the
cursed, you would have a -2 as well, but you're not. You're just a bot.
Yeah.
Should I do the knocking or?
The door
Probably.
doesn't exist. There is no door. It's just an archway into the place.
You can still
Yeah.
knock on it.
I walk over and I just knock on the air. I make it tangible enough with my weird space power to knock
Bong,
on
bong,
it.
bong.
Yeah, I knock on the
Hey.
inside of my own force field.
Boisterous woman standing at the altar looks at you all and smiles. Come in, come in. All are welcome.
Yo, these bots look sick. And very
Oh, yeah.
and very not like useful as robots, but hey.
This is not a theocracy.
These are very much not powered. You can tell that, Helperbot. They have no power going to them or coming from them.
Well, this
It's
is
almost as though they're just hunks of metal sitting in corners.
Yeah, I really like the lights here out of the window, the lights. Oh, it looks really, really pretty.
Yeah, that just came with the asset. It's really good.
It looks really good.
From
Well,
what you all can
Miss Paisley?
see inside, the multicolored lights that shine off every brick and artwork that's scattered around this place, a woman practically covered in fiery colors is calmly talking at the altar, speaking of the goodness of people, the protection of one's neighbors, the acceptance of those who are different, while a person who appears very similar to a god called Ra in the Egyptian mythology is playing a slow and somber tone on the pipe organ.
sounds unusually like Green Path from Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
very,
they got a
very
secret
weird.
action.
They do have a
secret fucking son of a
Ha 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 ha.
Well, you have what they said. All are welcome.
Paisley just walks through the door. Honestly, I don't know how any of the party is considered not unholy beings.
Lexi, you now
Uh.
have a -4.
Skel?
Oh, I feel uber racism in here.
I just don't feel good.
Helperbot offers his hand like, come on. You can do it. One step at a time.
He's actually gonna take your hand and hold it
It
on the
feels like
railing.
nothing. It's extremely light.
It's like holding a feather.
Yeah, you're like holding a feather.
Paisley is already going over to hold Lexi's hand.
Yeah,
There.
Skel, you also feel the -4 just wash over you. The
Ah,
feelings of
It's like a
unwelcoming.
weight.
The space itself is just not accepting of your nature.
Well,
But
I
it's
mean,
not directly harmful, and you have the feeling it could be turned harmful if given a reason.
It could be turned undead.
look, if the space is the problem, I will have a word with it.
You can try.
I'm not going to try and desecrate a church for my first couple of seconds inside of one.
whoa,
But,
that's
but if bad stuff starts happening, space, like, I'm just going to grab it by the collar and go, listen here.
Yeah, you can totally try.
Listen
Like-
here. Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck? Oh, it's the cat.
Jesus. Yes.
I was not expecting to hear fur on my ankle. It scared me.
Jeez.
Oh,
So,
I have a lot of cats. Go on.
What do people do in here? Like, what's up with all this? Also, hi guys.
I wave at the two little, like Pearl Girl and Gamer Boy.
Gamer Boy and Putter Girl look back at you and wave. They're kind of just sitting in these seats, just listening to this woman. She hasn't stopped her preaching, even as you're entering and talking. She's just very calmly speaking, going on about how even though people's views are different, they still need to be accepting of one another as long as it's not causing harm to somebody else.
Well, this sure does sound awfully good, but I'm getting a few mixed messages here.
how filled is the church right now?
It's actually not really that full. You have a feeling there's a lot of people that could be here, but the church is kind of small. It's
Built
if any of
big,
you all
but
want to know something, you're gonna have to roll an intelligence or a religious check, depending on if you've been to the church before.
okay.
Because this isn't just something that's common knowledge, it's kind of a weird thing about this city.
Would I know?
Yeah, you can just know though, because you have internet connection.
I have always on Wi-Fi data.
Elberbot, these aren't the only people who use this church.
Mm-hmm.
This
Wait,
is
that's-
one of the very few churches in the town,
Public church?
and it's any religion can essentially establish a day within the month to come here and speak. This group currently speaking is called the Holy Trinity. There
There are two of them.
Sunflare, the person speaking, Birdsong, and Pan. Pan usually tends to do more grounds work for free, and will teach people how to handle grounds work as well.
Oh.
Sunflare is a very heavy-handed equality for all, even if it isn't beneficial. Birdsong just plays for everybody, no matter who's coming and who's preaching.
Bro, the demon racism is a freedom equality for all, but you're racist to demons. That seems a bit.
Can we have a word? We're a little group of heroes just doing a little bit of reconnaissance. Sorry, the person.
Everybody slowly turns to look at you, Paisley. I need you to make a presence roll.
He like pops out her chest as everyone looks over at her.
Yep.
I'll be mad if I roll bad. I'm using my hero point and I don't give a shit. Paisley moment.
Paisley almost stumbles on her words as everyone looks at her.
Yeah, she like puts her hands on her hips and puffs out her chest a little.
I think we're about done. Everyone, thank you for coming today. Next month, same day, same time.
Wait, they only
People
do it
break
once
up.
a month. How many religions are there?
There's a lot. As
It's
many
easy.
religions as exist naturally, but not all of them use this church, of course.
Apparently just under 30, otherwise they'd be in real trouble.
Hey, maybe
Or
someone
certain
real like
religions
one
just
every
do
6
it
months.
bi-monthly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the logical answer, but for the purposes of this joke, they don't do that.
Or use the other churches.
Yeah.
Alright.
Damn, they're like you gain the big money if they have it scheduled every single day of every month, dude.
You have to pay to use the church site, so it's kind of like a free reign kind of thing.
Hello.
Maybe.
Hey.
Oh,
Greetings.
hey kids, how's the training going?
We're investigating the disappearances. Apparently it's
Yeah.
not really high up on importance with the whole demon invasion right now.
We kind of handled that. We're just here to actually talk to them about that. So, you guys can go about your business.
Oh, you already found the churchgoers that have been disappearing?
No, the other thing, the demon invasion.
Oh, go.
Yeah, you guys can handle the churchgoers, and if anything goes, well, you know, if you guys need help, we'll be around.
Thank you.
You got this, though.
Bye, have fun.
She
And
pulls out a tiny little flag and waves it.
Puddle Girl practically runs outside with the exuberance of a child. Gamer Boy just kind of steps off to the side and starts chatting to the off robot.
Oh,
I don't think it can hear you.
we don't know that.
Gamer Boy's neck is glowing while he's talking to it,
Ah,
using some kind of power.
never mind. So, Lexi, Skel, you come here often?
I used to.
It both feels and smells
do.
like racism.
Good evening.
I glare.
Greetings.
Is it anything?
I deliberately stand in front of Lexi's glare to break the eye contact. She notices it and just
Oop. Hi, Paisley Brightspark. Nice to meet you.
Good evening. It's a very bright day today.
Yeah, what's your name, by the way?
I'm Sunflare.
Sunflare. Okay, that's a nice name. It is bright out today. We came to talk to you about that. There's some stuff going on with the demons right now.
Oh, the invaders. What do they want now?
Peace.
she gives an awkward thumbs up.
Sunflare raises an eyebrow.
Are you the boss around here?
Depends
I was
on who
told
you ask.
I was told to talk to some Crusader people. Do you guys come under that?
Kind of. We work for them sometimes, should a great evil rise up. But
So-
that's any hero that works within the motions to the air, the grounds.
Well, I mean,
There are many divisions and, of course, separations and segregations of certain groups to ensure balance of power.
so who's the big boss?
There really isn't. It's kind of like a group of really old people.
Oh, no wonder it smells like this.
Oh no.
Sunflare looks at you,
Aristocracy.
Lexi, now that you've spoken up. I imagine it wouldn't be too comfortable for a demonkin nor undead. I'm sorry about that. It's not something we can fix.
There's
I
one
might
thing I
get-
hate more than kids, it's old people.
Not the time. I'm old people, kind of, sometimes. Anyway,
You're a good old person. Or,
I
don't-
sure.
we'll
Oh,
talk about
yeah,
that later.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
That's confusing my brain.
Story for another day. Anyway, yeah. Kinda here to... Went and did some talking to the invaders, and we were getting ready to rough them up because they were invading. And they were kinda like, we're just here on vacation. And, moderately distracting the heroes so other people can go on vacation. And honestly, it's like... They weren't really causing any problems, but I heard you guys give them an awful lot of flack.
She raises an eyebrow at you. The people invading and sacking stores aren't causing a lot of problems.
I don't remember any store sacking happening.
Did you look?
A little bit, but there was no casualties, and everyone seemed relatively happy about the whole thing, to be honest.
Oh yes, civilian casualties tend to be quite low. Thankfully.
There were any casualties, from what I can tell.
Can you prove that?
Um,
Or did you
I-
just ask someone a question and they told you something, and you believed it?
well, whether we did that or not, that still brings us to the point here. Do you have any proof that it didn't? Like,
Yes. Follow me.
oh great, okay, well there goes that. Come on guys.
She walks. Oh, I've messed up. I let go of her in the middle of you guys. She walks outside. Follow me.
Oh dear.
So yeah, I was just saying, we managed to get more to desist on the grounds that we come talk to you about you like attacking them and stuff. Okay, bye.
Yeah, she just walks straight to Pan. This very big guy who's just kind of sitting in this grassy area.
I turn around to Lexi. She was kind of rude, huh?
I know, what a bitch.
Pan.
Oh,
Pen.
crap.
She pokes the guy who just seems really out of it. Kind of sleepy. Pan. Pan, wake up. Pan. Come on. Wake up. Pan. Pan. Slap. That.
Just for more context, look in voice chat.
I see what you stole. But yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Pan.
I will gladly steal that. It's good in.
What? Huh? Oh. Hey, son. What do you want? Some heroes are here about the casualty report. Oh. Do I have to? Yes. It's your job. He leans against this quite big fence. Just kind of leans against it and looks down at you. This guy is massive. Here,
Having
allow
grown up
me
around
to
us, having
have
grown up
his
around our sister,
token.
Paisley doesn't really notice.
really display it. Just big. Hey, what you want, hero? Came for a drink? Holds up the massive jug.
No thanks, guys.
Paisley turns around to everyone else.
A little like, I'm kind of, can I have a little bit of...
She kind of gestures to the area around herself.
Can you stand around me? It's kind of feels a little weird. Thank you. We hear about the demon stuff. They said that they'd desist as long as we went and talked to you guys about you guys constantly going after them. And I figured it was probably a good idea. And then I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here because they didn't really seem to be doing all that much damage or anything. But at the same time, apparently they have been, and I don't really know.
Pan sighs, reaches into a pouch, and pulls out what is essentially just a sleeve of papers, loosely knotted together. Here you go. Across the front of it, in nice big letters, casualty report for meddling heroes.
I'm not meddling.
Are you here?
Yeah?
Interfering with church business?
Well, isn't this a free place that you can just go to? I don't think this is really...
If you're in one of the religions that practice here.
Well, who says I'm not?
Which one are you in?
The Church of Paisley Brightspark. Current members,
She looks behind her.
Is that...
That current church has not been practicing here. Would you like to schedule a day to preach at?
My calendar's really busy right now, but like, I mean, it's like a good. We do a lot of sermons at the last church we went to, and it's like an exchange event, you know. Like, anyway,
Pen narrows
We're
his
also-
eyes more and more as you continue on.
We're also not interrupting any business because the church attendance has ended for today.
yeah, it's
It
kind
is
of over.
closed
Aren't you guys
hours.
done? Do you do anything else? Like, anyway, I'm gonna read this report now. She reads the report.
It goes over what appears to be essentially a gruesome list of both the disappearances and wounded that have been found. While yes, there has technically been no deaths, it's not because they haven't been trying. Multiple cases of limbs being removed, hearts being punctured, lungs being punctured. But thankfully, because this is one, the hero world, and two, a lot of people have at least basic powers, they're not directly dying from it.
Hey,
Well,
help.
technically true, there have been no casualties. There's been a lot of wounded.
Help about.
Yes,
Can you fact check this for me?
of course. I'll try my best.
I'm not even gonna have you roll technology. Yes, some of these are essentially, for lack of a better word, misreports.
Yeah.
Just simply because they're blaming every single wounded on these people because it's convenient. Not all of them are. A lot of heroes that went to stop them from attacking places were indeed wounded. A lot of police officers that tried to stop them from going to certain stores and raiding them have been wounded. Certain stores have been sacked. Well, yes, civilians haven't been even touched. Of course, those who fight back have been wounded, have been harmed.
Well, some of
Though,
it's
oddly enough, the hero organization hasn't been interfering with this. They haven't been actively stopping it. It's been mostly just kind of the church versus them.
Well, some of it seems to be embellished, but there is some truth to the words.
Have you tried talking to them?
Pen shrugs. I'm the groundskeeper and the records keeper. I haven't tried talking to anyone besides the wounded.
Do you have the talk? Keeper, word keeper?
You want to talk to the current crusade leader?
Sure, whatever works.
Are you certain? He's
Uh,
a bit, Look, while he is racist and speciest, he is kept in check by his generals.
We know he's
Lexi's actually
racist.
laughing.
Oh.
Holy
Okay.
shit! Okay, I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
well,
like some. I was expecting like some like hey, maybe like I'm hidden, not really like openly racist, but yeah, nope.
No,
Shit, damn,
that's a confession. Well, look,
It is known, but it is kept in check due to the laws, rules, and regulations. They're not
well,
allowed to directly harm, execute, nor torture any captured prisoners of war.
but they're allowed to capture.
Yes, they are allowed to capture soldiers and other demonic races that have invaded the area to ensure they're not aiding and abetting the current ongoing war effort.
Well, yeah, let me talk to him. I can handle myself, and I have my friends with me.
Alright. He pulls out a phone and starts making a call. Hey, Helperbot, you can try to pop into this if you want.
Haha. Sure.
Alright. First off, you're going to notice this is technically a group call that's being sent out. A few people have been yoinked into this. 3, to be exact.
Interesting.
One which is just known as the Eye, immediately picks up and doesn't actually speak.
Oh no. We're gonna fight the claw.
The Crown
Oh no.
also answers, and what is known as the Hammer. Their actual names, surprisingly enough, are not present. What do you want? This old, crotchety voice from the Hammer as shews forth.
No, racist Reinhardt.
Got some more MH here. Of course you do. They've been coming more and more often since the invasion have started. Well, yes, of course they have. They're worried about the captured WPs. Wait, is that the... Yeah, WP.
POWs.
Thank you. POWs. The Crown, a younger sounding, more uppity voice. You know you have to respond to them. It's better to just get it over with. But I don't want to. If you do it, it'll end faster and things will be better.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Why don't you deal with them? You're the better person here. After all, you actually give a damn about those horned ones. Because surprisingly enough, I'm actually involved with the current negotiations that are going on for our POWs. Can't the eye go? I'm currently not on good terms with this group. Helperbot, you're gonna recognize this voice. I'm only gonna give you one chance to guess who the eye is. Like, it's very obvious.
Yeah, it's the Blood Red King.
Yeah, of course it's the Blood Red King.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah. It's almost like he has a finger in every pie.
Stop.
He, she,
That's
them, they.
unsanitary, you fuck.
Like, he's wearing like fabric gloves. Like, the fuck, bro?
Oh, fine.
the way-
I'll go deal with them.
I can very easily just relay this information to everyone with our minds.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Paisley just turns around. I'm surprised. In the mind call.
Yeah.
I'm not. Nope, that's just my life now.
Considering what I found out that one time about the stream, yes, I'm not surprised.
Well, that's awkward. The fucking token didn't save.
Ooh,
We can do sometimes.
go get it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, I have to find it, sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. You know, it's less surprising at this point and more boring.
Well, I mean, he's just kind of going about his business. He just does a lot of business.
Yes, but
Like-
it's like there is no mystery anymore, is there? Oh, who's
always
behind
your-
that mask? Oh, it's the Blood Red King. Who's behind that mask?
And then I get confronted with a bunch of people going, "No, he's not bad."
Wait,
Don't
don't take
you-
my mask off.
Skel,
Yeah,
are
no,
you the
that's-
Blood Red King?
I don't know. I haven't looked in the mirror in a long time.
Who isn't at this point?
You?
Well, it is true the Blood Red King is involved with basically every major group. He's not in direct control of every major group.
Yeah. I'm just shitting.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope Paisley isn't it. Looks like the art Chrono drew that one time.
I'm gonna go back and find the arcs of Banged.
It should be... Yeah, it's in our channel here.
Ah, here it is. Big bulky.
This is the art I'm talking about. Paisley as the Blood Red King.
Uh-oh.
Practical ball of metal. For
I-
lack
I
of better
really liked
words,
Ben 10
soars
when I was
out of the
young.
sky and slams
I was
down.
gonna say that.
Huh?
This looked like a Ben 10 character.
It does. I picked it because it looked incredibly stupid.
Nah, Ben 10 has banger alien designs though.
I like it. It looks like a fucking...
It looks like a fucking Pokemon Uranium design.
It does. I was gonna say it looks like one of these, like, what was it called? It was this really old cartoon / toy franchise that had these, like,
Here's my
transforming
small old
creatures
man token.
into
For
balls.
I do not have a bunch of small old men token. So you all will just have to deal with the same one over and over again.
It's fine.
I
The smallest head
Oh, I
shows
see.
up after the helmet rinses back.
There's
What do you
a guy
want?
down there. Greetings.
And it looks ridiculous. You all now know what his face looks like. Continue to imagine his face is still there.
Cool. So you guys got here awful quickly. We hear about the thing with the stuff.
The POWs.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means prisoner of war.
Oh yeah. And the whole situation in general.
Demons invade. We're the best for dealing with the situation. We go deal with the situation.
But it
You're
seems
the
like there's
best.
enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we handled it probably a little bit better than you did.
Were you there when they first started invading?
There was a problem that came up that
Uh-huh.
doesn't come up on. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I really wouldn't.
No, I know. So I'm not gonna bother.
That's a good idea.
But
I could show the footage.
you could. But let's also not do that.
I know who you are, Paisley Brightspark.
Who doesn't? Does anyone know who she is? Basically, like, gets Lexi on the shoulders. Huh? Like,
Yes, people know who Lexi the demon spawn is.
hey, that's Lexi the,
Or by her more
Uh,
popular name, Lexi
hey,
the Glutton.
I like to go by my gamer tag, Lexi.
no, you don't. No, you. Oh, okay.
It's yeah. Yeah, I managed to get that name.
I'm not
Took me,
gonna.
like-
No
Yeah.
problem, Lexi.
Hickerman.
Some random girl, like child, just got their name yoinked from them. Got Lexi 1 instead.
Yep.
So,
Wait, Lexi with a 1 instead of an I.
Yeah.
exclamation mark. Yeah, why don't you just give all of their prisoners back and they give all of your prisoners back and then you do a 50-50?
Because they can't be trusted.
But I
Can
can
you
be.
be trusted?
Yeah, that's
I
a good
really
point.
like that idea, but let's just say some information got out that's not so good for you.
Like,
Who we doing?
Oh,
this?
I don't know. Say, maybe murdering civilians.
Help.
do you even have any proof about that?
I'm really
It's
confused.
quite the serious allegation.
Where
Oh,
did
it
this come
is, isn't it?
Skel,
Especially coming from an undead. Not many
Ooh.
people would believe the fact that an undead has such important information against the church.
Wow.
Easily fabricated.
Well, I mean,
Easily. How
but most-
easily do you think that is to fabricate?
Actually, it's quite easily nowadays with all the supers running about. I remember back in my day when there weren't as many supers. Much harder to fake a murder.
Like, didn't we like stop multiple big, large-scale events from happening?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on like our 4th or 5th terrorist attack that we
Plus,
stopped
like
now.
Paisley's family's
You
like
all
mega
are
rich. You know,
considered
you can all-
important and trustworthy, which is why you haven't been thrown off the grounds.
And that's why I have something for you.
Wait, we just got called trustworthy after being called untrustworthy.
I just look. Okay, we're gonna. Hey,
I
Lexi,
think
can I
we're
borrow you?
trustworthy enough to stay
Yeah.
around, but not trustworthy enough to handle information.
Help a lot. Can you help Skel with what Skel's doing? Lexi, can I
Oh.
borrow you a second?
I don't know what you all are doing. I'm just trying to roleplay a racist, and I'm not good at it.
I did that once.
Oh
Hi.
shit, Lexi blurred.
Zoom.
As you were saying.
So,
Right. I have this information, and I don't think you want it getting released.
I don't actually know what information you have, if I'm being honest with you.
Are you sure?
I've forgotten.
So,
So you're gonna have to tell me or send it in a message because I've legit forgotten. I have so many little lines running right now.
I died because of a crusader.
Yes, you did.
I was a civilian at the time.
Yes, you were.
yeah, there you go.
Can you prove it?
I'm living proof.
You're a witness. But you're the only witness.
No, didn't you have your death report?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in a car crash. For some reason went off the road.
Lexi, I don't know what's going on over there, but I think we have to... This guy, like, super sucks. But I think he has to be in, like, a not horrible mood if we're gonna get any results out of him. So if you wanna, like... We can, like, sit back here for a little bit. I'm sure Helperbot can deal with the situation. If you just wanna cool off and be away from the old racist guy.
Yeah, like I'm like 2 steps back from like pulling out a gun from my mouth and just shooting him.
Why would you... Can you just... Yeah, look, come, sit
I don't
down.
like the taste of old people, okay?
Sit down. Sit
But
down.
like old, like physically old people.
Sit
Yeah,
down.
sit down.
Okay, we're gonna chill like this for a little while, and we're gonna let them deal with the situation.
I have a
Just
question.
gonna put the arm around Lexi's shoulder.
Does anyone have penetrates concealment, by the way? Just
Skel
a
should.
small thing.
I have
Hold on.
penetrates concealment, not
What rank?
I think
Sure.
there's only one rank.
Yeah, you can only
Okay,
get
cool.
1 rank of it.
Right. Alright.
I think you would use a
Skel-
perception skill check if you.
Yeah. No, I think if he just has it, it just works.
Because I do have it.
Penetrate concealment or counter concealment?
Penetrates concealment.
Alright.
Yeah, Skel, big robot boy is not the only one here. There's someone watching what's going on, but they're not interacting.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Could I go back at the report of Skel's death and try to scalp information that may have been obscured to the public? On official reports?
Excuse me. If you can explain to me how you're gonna do that.
Well, I have access to the hero organization's data.
You do.
Wouldn't they
Do you have access to the church's information?
No, but perhaps I could, like, scalp it from the internet somehow. It's been a while, like, it's a dead case, right? It's a cold case at this point.
Yes.
So, perhaps...
Well, no, it's a shut case. It was considered a accident.
Right. But I wonder...
Either due to the person being drunk, on drugs, or having something in their system, because there was something going through his system at the time that he had died
Yes.
that they couldn't identify.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could go back and maybe find some hidden evidence in a system.
Because the other thing I was thinking of is possible footage off of any source.
Yeah, that's like a piece of evidence, but I don't think that I think that would have been removed.
Yeah. Any form of camera evidence would have been removed as the camera being broken.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, it's not going to be that easy, for lack of better words.
No.
And no offense, Skel, there was something, an unknown substance going through your system, so it does seem a lot like you were on drugs at the time and just crashed. Because that undead serum was going through your system?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I just have government intel as a benefit that I've never used.
Yeah.
Alright. What would you like to know about the church? And their
Um,
dealings with the government?
Shady practices, if they keep it, because they couldn't keep it against the government, right? They would have to.
For specifically Pan and the invasion, there's a lot. Pan is essentially a narcotics dealer,
Yeah.
but one that's accepted and licensed.
He's a licensed fucking narcotics dealer.
The
Licensed
reasons
drug
he's
dealer.
licensed is because he can't really control that. Any drink that he touches becomes a narcotic / incredibly alcoholic drink.
Those
So
are
if
two-
he comes in
Ah.
contact with any form of liquid, it becomes that.
Midas's touch, but it's Dionysus's boon.
Which is why he's always holding a cup. Because as long as he's interacting with the liquid, he can't turn other liquids.
Damn.
Secondly, involving the invasion, the government's essentially given them full reign to do what they want.
How? Surely that can't be legal.
It's not.
What?
It's
what's
essentially
the
the... Actually, I don't know if this is legal or not, so don't fucking scout me
It's
for
your
it,
city.
but-
You can say if it's legal or not.
Okay. They're essentially a mercenary group on paper.
Oh,
They've
it's
been
an
hired to
independent-
deal with
yeah.
this because they're the best to deal with it. They just
Private
have a few
military.
stipulations. It's a very simple stipulations. Demonic civilians are not to be harmed. Period.
Mhm.
They do not want to cross that line because it's a very dangerous line to cross. Secondly, and most importantly, ooh, excuse me,
Jesus Christ, why won't you eat?
prisoners of war are to be treated as prisoners of war. They are not to be harmed, executed, tortured, or forced for information. They are just to be held.
Mm-hmm. Then, yeah.
And generals and such are to be turned over to the government. They are not allowed to keep generals.
Alright. So they're a private military contractor, basically.
Currently.
Should I put the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance music on? No. That's the Church of Sundowner.
My
God.
god.
Oh, and their contact is the king. That's the nickname, is King.
Not the Blood Red King, just King.
No, not the Blood Red King. You would know the Blood Red King does have a few dealings with the government, but they're actually positive dealings.
Of course.
Yeah, because of course he fucking does.
It's more so... Any dealings you find with the Blood Red King, I'll tell you since we're on it right now, usually tends to the preservation and continuation of life.
Yeah.
There is nothing involving weapons or anything like that, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of medical research and stuff like that.
Right. Because it plays into the end goal.
Yep.
Okay, but anyways, we're moving out to the tangent a lot about... I need information either about the church or Skel's case specifically. Does the government
Skel?
have anything from however many years ago that was? Like, what was it, 2 years ago?
You will receive the information on the undead serum, because it was cataloged and recorded. You will receive information, the fact that he... Did you just walk out of the morgue, correct?
Plug walk.
Or did you climb out of your grave? I can't remember which it was. I know you were
well-
buried, but I don't know if you were buried bodiless or not. Because undead is not an uncommon occurrence. Some people do just rise back up. But they're then classified as a new citizen.
I came out of my coffin,
Okay.
but it was unburied.
So you would be buried bodiless, thus considered undead. You would be a known undead.
No, like the dirt was dug up. The coffin was open.
I think they would notice that they're burying an empty coffin? Correct me
No,
if I'm
no,
wrong?
it's
No.
like someone went over the grave and dug out a piece of it.
Oh, someone
To
removed
interact
your
with me.
coffin. Okay.
You got
Then
grave
you
robbed.
would not be a known undead unless you registered, which I don't think you did.
He was a vigilante, so I don't think he would have.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Skel is considered dead, thus all of his assets have been inherited properly
By who? Ashland?
no, the
by his
government-
next of kin, whoever that is, which is completely up to Skel.
Or the government if there's no option, right?
I mean, he's
Mhm.
got no children.
No, it would be called
Do
like
you
your
have family?
family in general.
Yep.
Which
I
is
didn't
not
write that
relevant
in,
right
so
now.
that's,
It would go to your parents first, I think,
Yeah.
or
No.
whoever claimed your body.
I think
I
the
don't know
first-
how that works.
I think
I'm
the
not
first
gonna
option
lie.
is actually children, and then parents, and then like diverging
goes
from
out.
that, uncles, stuff like that.
I think it's
Anyway.
parents, grandparents, uncles, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter right now. What I was going to ask is, if they knew about the serum, how did they not identify what was running through his system?
Right.
They
That was
didn't know what the
second thing.
serum was.
Right.
I forgot to mention this as well.
Hmm.
There was it would have been the second or third session. Didn't we delete that information?
You deleted the
it from the
information
research lab you were at.
from the black box project,
Okay.
which means they don't have any information anymore about what the serum was, even tangentially, but any accessible government archives would not have black box stuff included. That would be top secret stuff.
Just making sure.
Which, however, if you want info into it, we can talk about that later, but I don't want to lure it up on you
I don't
all.
think I have top secret stuff. I
Because
just
there
have
is a
lore.
lot of top secret information.
I like lore.
Anyways, anything else I can scalp from the church that I could use to my advantage in the scene? What could I pull at?
The church has a long-standing aggression pact, for lack of better words, with the undead faction. A lot of deaths on both sides are not recorded as murders, just simply because it's viewed by the government as something they have no control over, thus do not want to deal with. Because if it was recorded as murders, they'd have to investigate and charge, and they're just like, no. If you two want to fight each other, you two can fight each other.
This doesn't look bad on the church, it looks bad on the government.
It does, but how are you supposed to control superhero individuals?
That's not a problem, I just want something I can use against the church right now.
The churches have made mistake. They have killed people who they thought were undead, or were necromancers, or were black witches, thus considered murders by the church.
That's the juicy right there.
But
There you go.
every time, there's essentially been a patsy. A low-ranking church member essentially confessed to it and said, yes, I did the thing. And they went to prison instead.
And there's no record of them being not the person who did it because nobody else pulled it up to the thing.
A confession is essentially what they got.
Yeah, they got a confession. We don't know if it's the true confession though, right?
Yes.
There's no other information we can gather from
That would require you to go to the prison and look into those people specifically.
Yeah, and that's not something I can do right now.
The church essentially covered a lot of their tracks.
Yes, I mean, they would have to be able to keep going this long, right, while doing something like this.
They work out in the open, thus all their shady dealings have to be really covered up. They can't be an active villain group. It's not like the Mafia where you could find a bunch of shit on them.
MK, nobody can work against them because the Mafia, you just can't. This is just like, haha, try and find anything.
You find something and then you get shot in the back of the head and it's like, oh, nothing personal, kid.
I will relay whatever information is relevant to Skel and be like, well, I didn't know what to do with this, but you can bring it up if you want.
Hey, so Lexi, how do you think it's going over there?
That is worse than I thought it was.
They are very
But-
good at covering their tracks.
Oh, fuck.
Awfully good, actually. I wonder who does it. That's a good question, actually. Perhaps they have some kind of... specialist?
Not saying it. Don't think it. Don't say it. Don't think it.
What, imposter?
Guys, it's
I'm-
2 years since Mogus blew up. Could we not?
I'm fucking degenerating, man. I can't do this shit anymore. No more
It is literally the year 2022 of our... I don't know.
Everyone still does it. It's the one of the
The old man
longest-
is running out of patience.
Yeah, let's Skel.
Yeah.
Very clearly. Anything else?
He has less patience than fucking height.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
a shorter fuse. British.
Nice.
By the way, sorry, I said Dionysus, didn't I?
That's the other
Yeah.
god.
Pan is still leaning against this tall brick wall, just staring down at you, all kind of bored.
Okay.
Well,
Lexi,
you know,
I expected a lot more
Yeah.
from this.
should we go help? Or like, I haven't heard anything in a while.
Heard what?
I haven't heard anything
From who?
from Alphabot and Skel.
Yeah, we can go check on him.
you know, you may know about Miss Paisley and Miss Lexi. How much do you know about Skel and I?
Do you actually want to know?
Oh yes, go ahead. You're just telling it to us after all. What's the problem?
Well, I know you're a recording device.
Yeah,
of
but why would
course.
Alphabot care if
I have eyes and... well, I don't have ears, but I can hear.
you
And I
know
have
where
a brain, just as every
You
person
know-
has a recording device.
I do
you know
have
where
a
else?
question.
What
Where
do you
was I
want?
buried?
What does Chrono want to say? Hold on.
You were buried in
Chrono.
a public graveyard.
Okay.
Go ahead, Grono. What was that?
She's like, you know where else Helpabot has the information about themselves? Recorded already? She just taps the side of Helpabot's head really lightly.
Yes.
It's not exactly like, I don't know why this is a point of contention.
I
It
am
was
as much
in
of a recording
the fact
device.
that he was saying that I'm only talking to you all. Anything I say can and probably will be used against me at some point. Everyone knows I don't care for undead nor demons, but I'm not going to actively go after hero groups.
No, that would be a really bad idea.
Paisley looks a little flustered.
Everyone knows I'm kept on what is known as a short leash.
But you know, you don't truly know the extent of my capacity, do you?
No, I do not.
Well,
It would be in poor taste to heavily research into one of the rising hero groups.
That would be a really bad idea as well. I mean, not that everyone doesn't seem to already know everything about us.
you're
I mean-
kind of an exception, Miss Paisley.
Well,
I
like,
know what you all are. I know what you all are capable of. But besides that, I don't really know anything about you kids.
Well, you know, there have been a lot of very interesting information that's in tough to find spots. But,
Oh, what was their name?
you know, the church has had some interesting dealings in the past with mishaps and accidents, hasn't it?
Overreaching acolytes that do not have the ability to properly tell between undead and demon king, between those and what is the proper word? Civilians? Yes, civilians. They have been punished by the extent of the law. We only allow the most... what is the proper word for this? Oh, I'm too old for this. Discerning and properly trained individuals into the crusade forces.
Or so you say. Or so
What was-
officials reports say.
I think it
Most-
was Paladin. Oh, no matter. It makes some sense.
I feel a little out of my depth here, Lexi. I'm not gonna lie, everything's gone in a direction I didn't think it would.
I have
Right.
absolutely no idea what's going on.
I
Don't you
think
think
it's politics.
Don't you
Yeah.
think it's awfully convenient? It seems like there's a pattern. Every once in a while, someone confesses to a mistake.
Hey Paisley, I have like
We of the church value the truth coming from our members, whether they do what is right or what is wrong. As long as you speak the truth, all shall be set right.
For the
Don't you think
church.
it's a little weird that there's a consistent pattern, even though you say you take so good care to make sure you train them correctly? It seems like your
Like
training
I
isn't very
said,
effective if it keeps happening.
Overreaching acolytes that are not even in the Crusade forces. They believe by bringing down an undead they can join, but we don't even allow those successful into our... What's the proper word? Troops? It takes rigorous training of multiple years, and some believe they can skip that by taking an easy way. It is regrettable, and we have repeatedly gone to state that we have been trying to stop this. But as always, those who are overzealous or twisted by their anger and rage due to loss. Very sad. But
I
we
have a
ensure that
question.
they get the help they need. Yes.
Is this information about the people who did it correct, or were they more in like were
Not
they
all the
higher
time.
ranked?
It
What is
is not completely. There are some higher ranked ones that have admitted to it, which is rare, but it has happened occasionally. Some of the higher ranked ones that are essentially just and good and view their cause as good have made mistakes, and they came out to say, yes, I made a mistake and I feel terrible about it. But most of the time it is acolytes, brand new people to the church, or those to the Order of Light who are hoping to get into the Crusade forces.
Or really easy people to throw under the bus.
Yes.
Really easy patsies. It's kind of obvious that it's patsies, but the problem is
You
it's
can't prove
they've
it.
been charged to the extent of the law and confess to it. And they believe they're doing what's right, so it'd be very hard to convince them to not do so. Not
like
impossible, mind you.
Yeah.
Lexi, I thought you were gonna say something to me for a second there. But then I'll...
Oh, I have a. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, since they're doing off their own thing, I was just thinking, like, hey, you want to run around, maybe try to find something important to do?
Well, I mean, I'm not opposed. I did do an awful lot of talking yesterday. And earlier today.
I just got no idea what's going on with all the politics.
I don't know what's happening either, but, I feel like they may have forgotten the whole, like, reason. You know, I'm gonna go remind them, and then we can find something to do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just whoops.
Excuse you.
Sorry, I bumped into you. I just want to remind everyone that the reason we're talking is for peace between the church and demonkind, and, that'd be great. Okay, thanks. Anyway, I have girlfriending to do, so
Have fun.
I'll be back around, like, you know, I can teleport. Alright, Lexi, let's go find something important to do.
Peace talks are currently underway. If you're curious, King is off doing them. I'm not the best person to do peace talks, as I am the general of the Crusader forces.
Right.
The thing that is here shuffles, by the way.
The what? Oh,
The
right.
thing that is here, that is hidden, kind of shuffles in place.
Has it been told to us that there's a hidden thing?
Skel has
Skel knows.
No. Have you?
I
Oh,
have.
technically Lexi would know that there's a third scent here. Smells more like musty wrappings.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
wouldn't it be a familiar scent then?
No, it is not the mummy.
You know what? I'm just gonna, like, try and see if I can, like, find roughly where it is, or head towards the direction of where this smell is coming from.
Right next to us?
It is right next to you all.
Skel, do you divulge the information in a mental link with
Is
him?
it, like, is it buried?
No,
Or is it just, like,
Standing there?
it's
Wait.
just standing there.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to mention that there is something else here.
Oh my. Privacy is not the thing they care about, huh?
Doesn't seem like it.
That's fine.
and that's their problem.
Hey, Lexi, what if we went over there and spilled some flour or paint or something?
Fucking just.
You know what? That's actually.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Lexi like breathing like a dragon, but instead of fire, it's just a flower
Trying
or paintballs.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden I feel like I can create. I feel like if I am clever enough, I might be able to create a very localized storm.
Wait, that sounds a little dangerous. Let's not do that. Just like
Well,
fake
like-
a sneeze or something.
Like, well, it would just be like what me.
Oh,
just
by the way,
water.
This area you all, Skel, you are not receiving the -2. Lexi, you are.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, I'm just gonna have a line going across this area so you all can do whatever you want with that. There.
As I was saying, though,
Past that line, you get the -2. Pan's Garden is not a holy ground.
we would like to negotiate a way to stop these wars from happening permanently. And we would like
You're
your
quite
cooperation with it.
Mm,
After all, I believe you are the most vehemently opposed to the idea. And now I'd like to...
you are correct.
And, well, who better to talk to? You're the biggest challenge.
You don't have to convince me, you have to convince my boss.
And who
If
is your
he tells
boss?
me to stop, I'll stop. If they tell me to stop, I'll stop.
Oh, and just who is your boss?
King of the Buried. Anubis.
Oh.
Very-
Oh,
Ooh.
looks over to Skel. Interesting.
You know, that is interesting, considering the Crusader answers to the king of, what is it, mummification?
Yes.
Judgment after death.
The afterlife.
That
Well,
would be Osiris.
Process to the afterlife. What an awkward duty.
I do not see what you mean. They
Well,
ensure those that
it's,
die remain dead.
You know, it seems that they, well, failed at their
Skel?
duty at least a few times.
You would probably know this. And you know, Helperbot, you'll know it too, just simply because you have been looking through information. Anubis, king of the buried, is called that because anyone buried by Anubis can never come back. They essentially prevent immortality from working.
Hmm.
They prevent regeneration
You're
from
dead,
working.
dead.
Any
work?
healing,
Would it work on
Will not
Helperbot?
work.
Because
I don't
Helperbot is
know.
a
no.
robot.
It will not specifically work on Helperbot because Helperbot is a robot. And even if Helperbot does have a soul, they do not
That's
have an
weird.
after.
It's a weird situation.
You're essentially half-step human, or half-step soul, which technically means their thing will not work on you. And technically is good enough for a no.
Which is a weird one right there.
Yeah,
But
we just have
let's not,
keep
let's not
running
think
on
about
with
it.
But you wouldn't know anyways.
I
As
think
far
if
as you're
they, I mean,
concerned,
if they buried my OG backup on like
It
the
might
OG system, yeah, I would die. But that's just a general thing, right?
Yeah. But yeah, Anubis has the ability to prevent immortality from working. And they give demons true death. While demons normally they can bump back to their realm and they'll be fine, if Anubis interacts with them in the moments of their death, they don't come back. Period.
Let's just have Lexi be very far away.
So,
But you
Right.
would know, just simply from general public information, Anubis is not racist or specious. Anubis just does that because they believe it is right to do, and they will do it to those who ask for it. Or to
You
those
die,
who
you
have caused
die.
great harm. Yes. Because undead that have lived for thousands of years have come to Anubis before to ask for a final death. It has happened. It's very, very
Yeah,
uncommon.
some people don't like immortality.
Yes.
Cowards. Well, how do we get in contact with them then?
You ask nicely.
I am asking nicely, could you please get us in contact with them?
He literally looks at the spot where the invisible person is.
Okay, so Lexi, what are we gonna do about this? Do you got any flour in there? Paint?
The invisible person is no longer invisible.
Hello
Oh
there.
gosh darn it. That's like our one niche. Man, we gotta find something more important to do.
Alright. What do you all do now that Anubis is here? By the way, Anubis has the body and appearance of a child.
Yeah, I was going to mention the fact that they look very young.
Yes.
Greetings. You are... I like your clothes.
Thank you.
I assume you were here the whole time, yes?
Yes and no. Half step.
I see. You understand why we're here?
Partially. You want something done with the prisoners of war.
Yes and no. That is half of the reason we're here.
Then what is the complete reason?
We want to prevent any more wars from happening like this and create a better system for everyone.
Wars will eventually happen no matter what you do, but I assume you want peace to this current one.
That is a pessimistic view on life.
That is the cycle that has repeated itself thousands of times. War
If you let
always
it
comes
will.
to mortals. This is something you should grow to understand eventually in time. War will always come to mortals.
Again, that is a pessimistic way of thinking.
Anubis does not respond.
But I suppose that is not neither here nor there.
Man, I'm getting some real funky vibes from over there. I don't like it.
Some real downer vibes, bro. You're all full of negative energy.
Need some more negative ions here.
No, you don't. You help a lot would be fine, but one of us would get cancer.
No, aren't negative ions like fine? It's just whatever.
Anything, ions themselves, yeah, it's fine. But like, if your shit gets ionized, you getting cancer.
No, yeah, but I'm pretty sure negative ions is just kind of like a thing that you do and doesn't really do anything to you, but people believe it does something. It's a pseudoscience that doesn't do anything to you.
It depends. Ions are funky little things and have their own unique properties and whatever.
Anyways,
Yeah.
well, we would like to negotiate something to prevent any more of these demon invasions from occurring, and perhaps even make something of peace between the realms permanently.
Peace between realms is often possible.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good excuse to not try.
He said often possible. He didn't say
Oh, okay. I
impossible.
thought you said impossible.
No, that's okay. That's why I made sure.
Alright. Yes, I agree. Peace is always possible. So, what is your opinion on the matter?
I do not have one.
Then, would you like to negotiate something?
Negotiate what?
Well,
By the way, Anubis seems very distant and unconcerned.
yes.
Just as a note, Anubis gives negative shits about what's going on right now.
Well, your general over there has said that you're the person I need to talk to if I want to prevent anything like this from happening again. And that they just need your word.
If I tell them to, they'll stop attacking the demons. But will the demons stop invading? Will the demons release all their prisoners of war? Will the demons stop raiding shops? Will they stop harming heroes? Will they stop working with the great evil that tries to end all of time?
Well, possibly. That is one half of the negotiation done. If we can talk with you, then we can negotiate with the other half. Yes? That is how these talks work.
I feel a weird shiver up my spine right now.
You don't
Do you
seem
know
particularly
why
invested.
we are at war?
No, actually. Enlighten me.
When demons enter a plane in great enough numbers, the plane will alter itself unless it's contained. It will turn into a hellscape, for a lack of better words, and be uninhabitable to mortals. Only those with immortality, waves to Skel, will be able to survive in such a state.
Yeah.
Preventing long-term occupation of demons is one of the main jobs I must undertake. It is the same with any creature not of this plane that has reality warping abilities. I also prevent abyssal creatures from entering, or other such strange states of matter, which alter the very plane around them.
I really feel like someone's talking about me behind my back.
I see. Well, this information would have been great to know earlier.
I'm sure you weren't told for the convenience of those who hadn't told you.
Yes, it seems very unfair. Not having all the information on the matter makes it incredibly difficult to figure out a way to resolve it. Misinformation is bad.
Yes, but that's life, isn't it? Searching for answers until you find that single nugget that completes the jigsaw puzzle.
That is great and all, but it's not fun when someone else prevents you from doing it. Or makes it harder on you. That's just, well, rude.
Is that all you wanted to say? Do you want any more information?
Hey, look, you know what? How's it going over there, guys?
We are having a nice chat.
Anubis looks up and locks eyes with Paisley.
Oh, hey, little guy.
It seems she's doing better. Looks back to Halberbot.
Oh, gosh darn it. Can we stop with this stuff?
No.
Look, okay.
You
What
are
do you mean
known
by
to those
she's
who
doing
are
better?
important. I knew her when she was a child, as I was in contact with who is known as Grandma Brightspark.
Oh, gosh darn it.
She was quite alone as a kid. It's good to see her have friends.
No, it's actually nice this time. Good, good. Sorry. Lost habit.
You are known by a lot of people, Miss Paisley.
It's almost like she's important.
It's
Who
almost
would
like
have
her
guessed?
presence has a certain gravity to it.
Just like you. He
Oh.
looks directly into Skel's eyes. I was
Alright.
almost disappointed when I heard of your death.
You know what happened?
I suppose you don't know. I don't view people as they are. I view their souls, and only their souls. I cannot see anything else.
Ooh, I was always wondering if I have a soul. Do I have a soul?
Yes,
Good. I think
it's a very worn soul, but you have a soul.
I've been putting it to good work.
You need
I'm
rest.
guessing I altered
Oh,
something
okay.
somehow at some point.
You did. But it seems like it was your goal to do so. So congratulations.
I mean, it kind of worked. It kind of didn't. I guess I'm here.
Immortality always comes at a cost.
Man, I was just looking to extend my life by maybe 20 years.
Yes.
It worked, I think. So, good job,
Normal
Skel.
upkeep of the body could have done that, though.
That is true. People can live up to-
Self-care tends to extend someone's life much farther than they expect.
So, you guys still talking about the demon invasion over here? Out of
No,
curiosity.
we have gone on a tangent.
But that's no good. Well, you already know me, but I'm Paisley Brightspark, and I'm here to.
Why don't you come closer, child? You're a bit far.
My girlfriend's behind this tree, and she's kind of nice to look at. So, like, when I get stressed, I'm like.
She looks over behind the tree.
Yeah. I'll step a little closer though. Boop.
Just a step to the right.
There we go. Ah, nice. Yeah. So we need to, like, stop demons invading, but also let demons have a little bit of fun as a treat. Do you have, like, a number on how many demons you need to cause the whole hellscape thing to happen?
Depends on the health of the fabric of space.
Oh,
Space
I
is
know
like a
someone who's an
fabric.
expert.
The more dyed it becomes, the more it changes. I'm
Cheers.
not a spatial expert, though.
2 seconds.
Shit, I'm gonna put my hand out in front of me and just like grab at the space and just go,
Hey, how you feeling?
This space is positively glowing with life and what feels like, for lack of better words, sanctified. It's very impossible to grasp feeling. Something that requires time to actually work its way into something.
well, I mean, funny story about that one as well.
Yes, funny story indeed. For lack of better words, if someone prays at a location long enough in this world, it becomes a holy area. It does not matter if it is one person, it does not matter if it's 100 people. It requires a set amount of time.
Paisley twists the space and like very gently like molds it. So
Sorry, 1 second.
yeah, okay, that's cool. This is nice.
Oh, hey, you awake over there, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
A lot of talking.
Yeah, I know, right?
You gotta go get your laundry at some point, by the way.
I'm really sorry that if you all can hear that. I don't know what the hell my neighbors are doing.
No, we
Oh,
can hear
no.
anything.
Okay,
wait,
it
Jason,
literally
didn't
sounds like
you-
someone's dragging a roller back and forth upstairs.
We can't hear that at all. Didn't you need to go do something at 7?
Is it? It's not 7.
I don't
It's
know your
6:12.
time zone.
No, yeah, it's 6:12 right now.
Oh,
I have
okay.
an alarm set.
It's 7 for me, so that's why I said.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyways, where were we? Alright, fabric of reality.
Yeah, I very gently mold the space in a strange way, so when I put my hand forward, it like my hand goes a little bit forward and then cuts off and reappears a solid like 2 meters to the left.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
You know, I have an idea.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna uphold space for the entirety of
No,
Demon
that's
Race.
not what I was going to say, but it is similar. Perhaps
Yeah.
if the place just requires to be maintained, we could just have people that occasionally maintain, right?
Oh, demonic border pass.
Yes, something like that. They would give, well, opportunities for a lot of people to work on this. Could be a good job opportunity for the economy as well, I guess, if you suppose one look into that way. But if it just requires maintenance, we could have groups of people who occasionally go and make sure nothing is getting out of control. It would be a little awkward, but I'm sure people could understand if it allows them to visit here and back conveniently.
Just fills a cup
The most
of water.
important part of
It's over to you.
the most important part of managing people is just convenience. People don't want to be inconvenienced.
Hold this.
I cannot.
Yeah, it's kind of off the cards for Helpabot.
Nobis holds out the cup of water to you, Skel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's also like almost off the cards.
Do you take the cup?
For two very different reasons.
Shakily,
It's not holy
yes.
water. It's just water.
Still.
He's still gonna take it.
I know.
He's still gonna be shaky though, because it's water.
No, I'm
That
glad you're not. Yeah, I'm
water
glad you're not dead, dude. You'd be so bad if you still had a human body.
would be similar to space if demons and such were to come here more often. The fact is, even minimal presence of those kind here affects space. Also, minimal presence of undead affects space.
Yeah, so why is there even a problem?
Subspaces are created to contain this infection, for a lack of better words, and it's diverted there. Hell is such a subspace.
So wait, so what even is the problem if these people are just kind of already walking around?
Demons already have filled up their subspace with so much energy, it overflows into ours. Certain areas have been infected already without more demonic presence. Invasions and stuff like this, when they happen, spill that more forcefully than others would.
Okay, so what are we even doing now? Like, we need to make this okay, so... what would I have to do to make it okay?
I
It's
do
like-
not know.
Is
I'm
Lexi
not a
causing...
master of space, sadly, but I do not understand a possibility in which this exists. If you can prove to me it is possible for demons to exist here without containing the space which will eventually overflow, I will call off the Crusades.
2 seconds. Lexi!
Yeah.
Lexi!
So, in less cryptic words,
Yes. Give it
you will
to
need
us
to
straight.
find a way to prevent the demonic energy from infecting and warping space to better fit that species. In a way that isn't just containing. They're saying, I need a permanent solution if you want a permanent solution. Because currently the Crusades are the solution. Get rid of the demons, stop the contagion.
Okay, yeah, but that's a band-aid solution, right? Like,
It
that's
is, but
dumb.
they're saying they don't have a better solution, and if you can get one, they'll take it.
What if you just dissipate the energy through all of reality? Which is a lot, right?
Lexi?
Yeah, but you'll have to find someone with enough power and skill, and who's essentially immortal and willing to do that forever.
Lexi, can I borrow you?
It's not impossible. It's a good idea. I'm just saying you'll have to find someone who can do it.
Like, go ahead, do stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lexi, you
Go
over
ahead.
here?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Wakey, it's time to
Go
school.
hey.
I think she's
Go
spaced
hey.
out. I think she's
fell asleep.
spaced out. No, she didn't fall asleep. She's probably just,
Spaced.
yeah, a little spaced.
Or
Ironic for
perhaps they just went out to do something, didn't realize.
Yeah, maybe.
Should we ping?
As mentioned, they're doing laundry.
Oh.
You're right, that makes a lot of sense. Lexi's kind of busy right now, but is Lexi causing any kind of demonic mumbo jumbo? I think I'd know.
No.
And am I not doing that? Like, I thought that was literally my thing.
No. So,
Maybe it's
a
because
further
your body's
explanation
more
so
human.
you can fully understand what you're doing, Paisley. You're a natural force of nature, just like the Blood Red King is. The Blood Red King and you don't affect space because you are time. You are the physical representations of the continuation and the end of time.
Yes, that is a thing. I also have space powers that are quite important as well, but
But time is intrinsically linked to space.
yeah.
You can actively change space should you choose to, but that's different. You're not doing it unintentionally. Lexi isn't either, because Lexi is currently in a human form, which demons can eventually get if they get strong enough, or can get strong enough, because some demons just simply can't get that strong.
So what if we had a way to, like, make
What
a...
about-
Helpful, you do magic medicine stuff, right?
I don't do magic, but I do medicine.
I do magic, you do medicine.
Yes.
What about, a medicine that, like, makes demons temporarily go human form for a while? That seems possible.
Do you have such a thing?
I could probably make it. It's not like I don't have time.
It's not impossible that it could exist. We could even get a friend of ours to help. Looks over the Skel.
Ooh.
You'll also have to produce it in high enough margins in order to allow for large amounts of demons to come through
That
and
is
be
not-
human.
That is not what matters. What matters is the fact that it works, right? Eventually we can just upscale it.
Yes, you'll have to prove it works and prove almost anyone can produce it instead of being a unique thing.
Yeah, but if it's a
Well,
unique thing, I guess. Well, I
If
guess.
Crusade supplies it, you can also manage who comes back.
Yes.
What matters is the fact that it will work, and we could get it to be functional. A system
So-
that works.
Here's exactly what's going to be needed. First off, if it requires one of your powers specifically to work, it won't work for the situation.
Yeah, it needs like to be either a power that can just affect something permanently, or just work, or like
Yes. And if you're going to be giving it to them, you need to give them the ability to produce it on their own.
So we're gonna need something like that.
So something that doesn't include undead powers or demonic powers to produce, or space and time powers,
Well,
because they don't have that.
I know a very good chemist.
You do?
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
like scratches the head.
yes, we all do.
Yeah,
Really?
stuff from Ashlyn would work if you could get her to produce it, but this isn't something easy, guys. This is something
I know, but it's
incredibly
so cute.
complex and
Yeah.
hard to do.
But
Yeah,
it
but like,
will
I mean,
work.
there's anything. This is like realistically the only. What's the other option?
There are quite a few. Figuring out how to properly make the subspace stop overflowing for one.
Uh,
Your drug would work. It would work really well and solve the problem.
But it would
What
require
else
upkeep,
would work? It would require upkeep.
and actually getting it to work in the first place.
What if? Wait, it's like so. What's
Making
up?
a deal with a powerful immortal would also work, but you'd have to find them, owe them a favor, which could lead to more future issues.
What's the thing? What's the thing that's causing everything to go bad again?
As far as I
Demonic
understand,
presence essentially releases energy, which taints space.
creatures
Usually
from
that
other
essence is
realms.
sent back to their subplace, but the subplace is already so full, it's just overflowing again.
Can you? Is demonic energy like the stuff that like same kind of energy as the energy that like makes the toaster work, or like can that work?
As far as I understand it, Miss Paisley, it's kind of like creatures from one realm. When they go into another, their presence is still different, and it changes the area around them slightly. It's like, everyone has their own scent, right? But think about that in a different
Definitely
dimension
like
way.
Okay.
You leave your scent in another dimension, and you make it different by your presence. That's how I take it, at least.
Oh, like that weird smell in the bathroom after Skel gets done in the shower.
I suppose, yes, something like that, but that's just an analogy.
Okay, so we need air freshener.
Well, no, that would be our drug. What we would need is a way to prevent it altogether, or minimize it so that it goes away by itself, instead of just
Okay.
quote unquote
Can we,
stinking up
Alright.
the area.
Here,
can we
let's.
use it?
I'm going to give a practical example. You
Yeah?
see the cherry blossom leaves. I will
Yeah?
take one.
Yeah.
It withers in my hand. I
Yeah.
give it to her. Can you turn that back?
Yes.
Okay,
Do
we
you
need
have
to
the
do that
ability to bring the
permanently.
dead back?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah, you can bring
I-
it back.
I can't revive actually. I don't think. But
Oh,
I
no, you can't, because it is dead.
do. I have revive? I don't remember if I have revive. I don't have revive yet. No.
Does it count for plants?
Yes.
Oh.
If you kill something, it still counts as revive. It's just on a lesser scale.
Probably if I try really hard, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
Right. We need to make sure that doesn't happen as much as possible.
As on a permanent scale. Being able to use the energy would be an idea, but I don't know that is a proof of concept.
Demonic power plant?
That feels a bit weird.
I don't know. I feel like
Oh my god, demonic global warming.
It is. That's what it is.
this is fucking global warming. God damn it.
Or certainly warming.
God. So, I mean, what does it do other than warp things to be demon?
If a creature or a person is saturated long enough, they will become demonic.
Okay.
And I believe people from the realm where.
Does that like use it up, or?
If someone becomes demonic, they then start producing it too. It's the same thing as the undead curse.
Oh, no,
Sorry, no offense to you, Skel.
It's the crimson, the corruption.
Oh, it fucking is. We're playing Terraria again.
That is essentially what this is, for a lack of better words.
Oh.
If that makes it easier for you to understand.
Okay, guys, we're gonna need a shitload of snow blocks.
And this, oh yeah, segregation, baby.
Yeah, that would work if you could find a material that prevents the spilling over space, yes.
It would work, but it's also fucked up. Let's not do that in
You'd have to find it or make it.
Hey, wait a second. I may have been developing something like that a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
Like a what?
Okay. You see, the original plan to the type of alchemy I was creating
Yeah.
was more so life-giving
Yeah.
and turned more so life-taking.
I see. That's not good. Okay, people's life. That's
Basically, if I managed to repurpose that a little bit, managed to figure out where I went wrong, and apply it to what we needed currently,
demon.
right now.
You could take demon energy with whatever you were doing.
If you get it wrong, you could just change demonic energy into undead energy.
Yes, but that's still getting rid of the demon.
And then he could
Then
try
the
and do it.
undead would be hunted down to near extinction.
No, but like, what if he got it wrong and then he got it right by then making it so it turns demon into undead and then undead into whatever all this is. I don't know. It's
She like
So,
gesticulates wildly
a
at the
Ruth
air.
Goldberg machine that turns demonic energy into undead and then undead into life. But first, you'd have to turn undead into life.
Well, the original plan was to just extend someone's life duration. It was meant to be a life elixir. So,
And yet you
if you
became a
just
void
apply
of
that,
life.
but in more so terms of life growth.
Skel's a lot smarter than me.
You
Some-
do have somebody who has done that.
Yeah.
If you want to know, you can roll intellect to remember. Because it was a while ago that I hinted at it.
Intellect. It's big brain time.
Ashlyn is an endless well of energy.
Yeah. I do remember
Somehow.
that.
So she's the exact opposite of you, Skel.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to pee, so we're gonna be back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the exact same as me. I don't actually need to pee this time, I swear.
Damn.
I know, right? It's
False advertisement.
groundbreaking. Local Chrono Carrot does not need to pee. Critics shocked.
The hell are we going to deal with this situation, guys? We're kind of just going around in a circle.
We kind of just are going around in circles. We do this with a lot of the problem solving here, and I kind of just want to...
Beat the problem up.
Yeah,
Why can't it be like
I-
Persona where you just fight the god of demon energy and it's easy? GG.
Yeah. Because I don't want to get sexually harassed by a random side character who everyone fucking hates.
God.
That's why.
What like,
What a tricky wicket, right?
what do we do? I would just like it to just, dissipate. That would be nice.
It makes sense, but then,
How do you get it to do that? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the goddess of time and space.
Yeah, I can probably, as far as interdimensional travel goes, I probably am the one to talk to about this, but...
Just make an interdimensional fucking vacuum cleaner that just eats all the bad. Easy, Cloud.
You're asking her to make Lexi.
Well, Lexi keeps the bad. She doesn't delete it.
It was somewhere.
Yeah, she keeps it though.
I don't know, maybe I can just make a space pretzel and make it all just get stuck in an infinite
I'm back.
loop. Endless nameless, I'm stuck in a loop.
Do you all have any questions about what's going on? Are you confused at all?
Confused, but weird confused,
Do you not understand something? I don't know what you need to know.
No, I get the problem. It's
Don't know where to go from here.
Yeah.
We're kind of weighing up our options right now. Guy's kind of dead.
What if we just, when you wash clothes and you put that, sheet in there that sucks up all the color that spills out, but leaves it on the clothes so your clothes don't fade? How do they make those, Helperbot? We need a really big one.
That's what subspaces are. The problem is the landfill, makes air quotes, is so full there's nowhere for the trash to go.
You're literally asking me to solve global warming.
Yes, that is the problem.
I didn't go to school.
We don't know how to fix it. This is the best option. We have to remove them.
Wait,
Permanently killing demons lowers the amount of demonic energy.
Wait, hang on a minute. Didn't I make something literally yesterday for this, or the day before?
You made a containment bubble with infinite space.
Yeah, infinite space sure seems like an awfully good place to store a bunch of demon energy, I don't know.
Yeah, but for how long? Theoretically, subspace had infinite space, but for some reason, something happened, and now it's overflowing, and they have no clue why.
Well...
They don't know why all of a sudden the demonic energy went from normal levels to astronomical overnight.
Sure seems like we're gonna have to go to the root of the issue and check out these infinite subspaces.
Did you accidentally leave the cork in?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Over time, subspaces expand, and usually the expansion rate keeps up with the demonic energy, or undead energy as it has been, for millennia. All of a sudden, overnight, the demonic energy overflowed and exploded. We do not know why all of a sudden there was so much. It was impossible to contain.
Yeah, but if I can make infinite space, then it doesn't matter, right? I thought that was the whole point. Please don't confuse
But if we...
powers.
Your idea is a good one, but a temporary one. If another spike happens and you're not around, we won't be able to fix it. It is like our problem. It is a band-aid fix. And you are quite strong, Miss Brightspark. But you are a rare thing.
Well, apparently everyone knows about me and I've been all across the block, so I'm not quite that rare, but yeah.
Miss Brightspark, I'm sorry to have to be the one to explain this to you, but you're a very popular hero group. You're third in the rankings for most popular of all time, due to repeatedly saving the area. Yes.
Oh, why haven't I been keeping track of this? There's a ranking?
Congratulations, everyone.
Wow.
Yes. Well, for children, there's a ranking. Once you get past that, eventually you stop involving yourself in the ranking.
Well, I like the ranking, and I'm not a child.
I'm sorry. I tend to view everyone as a child. It's a bad habit.
She just looks at him like up and down, like.
Anubis is old. Like, just
Yeah, but he looks like
real
a
old.
child.
The real old. Yeah, that's kind of the funny part. No, Miss Brightspark. A lot of people know about you because you're important. You're from an important family. So whenever you became a hero, a lot of people looked into what your hero group was doing and took track of it. While a lot of people don't know what you can do or how you do it, they know you're strong. And because you're strong, you're popular.
And you know exactly what I can do?
No, I know you can shoot lasers.
Okay, good. I was just checking. Everyone seems to know. So, I've got to cover my bases, figure out how much someone... Anyway,
Maybe you've just been dealing with somebody who knew a lot about you.
I sure have been...
Anyways, I believe our solution that needs to be done instead of storing the problem away, we need to transform it into a useful form.
Yeah,
By the way, do you all want, like, a really blatant reason why the demonic things jumped overnight?
Yeah.
The time loop.
Yeah,
Demons don't experience the time loop. So their energy just skyrocketed all of a sudden.
To our
Because
perspective,
no
it
time
skyrocketed.
Yes.
But
And
to
that's
them,
what they're
it's
scared
fine.
of. To them, it expanded normally, but their space wasn't expanding.
Yeah. But to us, it's like it went from 0 to infinity because our time has been looping. For a long, long time.
Yes. And that's a problem. A very big problem. And
Damn you, Grandma Brightspark, just fucking stop.
And without directly dealing with the time loop or telling everyone that a time loop exists, which would cause mass pandemonium, mind you, there's no way to really explain to these people that's the reason why it happened, and it still wouldn't change the fact that they need to kill off demons so the space can keep up with their expansion.
Yeah. What we need, I think, perhaps we could have... Well...
What's the problem, though? Like, see, Paisley definitely doesn't understand that in character.
Yeah.
Could we...
Yeah.
We need
Hey.
plants for demon energy. Transforming it and
Do you remember,
carbon dioxide into oxygen.
you remember that big place that I got sent to train? There was just
Yes.
kind of nothing forever? Maybe there.
Miss Paisley, that is just storing the problem. That is just pushing the problem somewhere else.
But what's there?
Oh. Think
Whatever
about it
made you was there.
Miss Paisley, if you keep putting water into a jar, eventually it will spill out. If you put a bucket beneath that jar, eventually the bucket will fill up. Then if you put a bucket beneath that one, it'll fill up.
Oh,
Yeah, I still think we need to just make more potions.
yeah, that sounds about
We
right.
need
Or,
some way of transforming it into something usable.
I
Either
was close.
do we have to go to the, maybe we should go to the demon place and
maybe we
figure
should
out
call
what's going-
Ashlyn.
Maybe, but we keep calling Ashlyn for all of our problems.
She is
But
very
then again-
handy.
Biochemist too.
I also think she enjoys our presence for some reason. Looks so Skel.
Oh gee, I wonder why.
I don't know.
Ooh.
It's because of you.
Fine.
Is someone in the doghouse? Anubis jokes.
No, it's like he's preempting it.
I think
You know, I've got an idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier.
Paisley snaps her fingers. I'm just gonna precognition for some. Just gonna do a quick precognition for some ideas. I'm going to look into the future at what future us is have decided upon our course of action and find
I
out what
love
it'll.
paradoxes.
Yeah, I'm gonna paradox the shit.
What's the exact wording of Future Sight?
Foresight.
Future sight hits 2 turns later. It's the bottom left.
40. But let me go check the exact wording. But it shows me basically, if I want, I can look into the future. I see the future. I see, like, at least possible futures. I'm gonna go to the general channel to make sure I get this right, because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot.
Scroll down to future sight and senses.
It's precognition.
Oh, there's a thing for it?
Yeah, it's called precognition. It's in senses, but yeah, it's called precognition.
This feels like cheating.
This is definitely cheating.
Well, I'm glad you can cheat for us.
It sounds like you want to use a hero point for inspiration.
Your senses extend into the future, allowing you to perceive events that may happen. Your precognitive visions represent possible futures. If circumstances change, then the vision may not come to pass. When you use this ability, the Game Master chooses what information to impart. Your visions may be obscure and cryptic, open to interpretation. The Game Master will require appropriate perception checks for you to pick up on particularly detailed information. The DC ranging from 15 to 30 or more.
There's
I'm
a
gonna say-
point though. Jason is right. Hero points can just be spent to just be like, hey, I need help, GM.
Yeah.
I've used so many though.
If you don't want to
I
use a
can
hero
use it.
point for this, I'm gonna say you're
I
gonna
can
need at
use
least
one.
a 40 in order to get information.
Can I
But
roll
yeah.
Let me see.
I don't know if you can, but that's kind of just a ridiculously high number I've yoinked out of the air.
I can't roll a 40. I can roll a 32.
Crit.
No, a crit would not work. I'd need a number above 40.
The only one that can roll above 40 is me if I'm rolling 3
And that's just because it's essentially hero point level of doing stuff.
I don't mind spending a hero point.
That would be nice.
Time to activate all my fucking CPUs.
Do you essentially just want a solution?
I wonder what solutions are reasonable. Or what
For the
ideas could
church,
be...
or to actually solve the problem?
What ideas could be pursued that might lead to a solution?
Here's a
for the problem
non-solution.
itself.
Okay, well here's a solution that doesn't technically count as you using your hero point, but it's just kind of a silly thing. Removing one of the factions would essentially accomplish your goal. It'd be the fastest, easiest way to do it, require a lot of fighting.
So I just killed the undeads or the demons. Cool.
No, kill the church or the demons.
Oh.
That is one
That would
option.
work? Why would that
Yes,
work?
because if you remove the fighting force, the other would just essentially win.
Yeah, but the demon energy will still be around.
Energy and we'd be fucked.
That's not their problem anymore.
If you killed enough demons, the demonic energy would no longer be overflowing so heavily.
But that would not solve the problem. The band-aid, again.
It would, but it'd be essentially doing what the church wanted and would solve their issue.
Yeah,
Here's
but I
more-
want the permanent solution.
Here's actual solutions, though. Skel's drug, or whoever gave the idea of the drug to let them be human form temporarily, as long as the church can make it, it would work.
Yeah.
If the church or the government or the hero organization or whoever you give the power to make the thing could make it themselves, it would work. Figuring out a way to use demonic energy and turn it into something else, either life energy, or materials, would also work.
Oh, materials.
Yeah, that's probably the question.
We could make spicy salt that is massive.
Extending holy ground across the entire city would work. Because the holy ground is the athema to demonic energy.
Yeah,
It
so
would prevent it from forming.
No.
yeah, so just make Skel and Lexi feel like shit for the rest of their lives.
Make every
would.
undead, and the demons would also feel like shit.
They would have a harder time of doing stuff, but yes, it would work.
It would work, but they would still be bad for this.
Finding a
Yes.
way for the space expansion to keep up with the potential looping would also work.
Well, that's asking Infinity to keep up with Infinity, which is generally not the hardest thing in the world, but also, like, very theoretical.
Yes, it would be incredibly difficult. Killing Grandma Brightspark would also work.
Alright, let's do that one,
Yeah.
guys. Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess we made our decision.
The reason it would work is because it would prevent any further loops. But
Yeah,
you'd have to tell the church about the loops, which could cause panics.
Or I could just yell at Grandma Brightspark that this is the one, baby. Stop it here.
Well, it won't loop unless you die.
Well, here's the thing. You'd have to, first off, prove to the church the loops won't happen again, which means telling them whoever's doing it, which means either they'll go try to kill her, or they'll have you kill her in order to stop.
I'm gonna do something in character real quick, and I'm going to be very careful how you answer this. Question. You'll immediately understand why. Paisley walks over to Anubis. She's like, "So about this demon energy thing, right? Yeah. It's not still increasing, is it?
Yes.
As in, it's still increasing at the same rapid rate as before?"
No. It suddenly jumped, and then went back to normal levels of increasing.
You know, that's reassuring. Okay, cool. All I need to know.
Yes. So essentially, it went up a massive amount overnight for whatever reason, and then it went back to normal increasing. So
Yeah,
it's not
it's like-
exponential, it's a linear.
No, I just mean that all other Paisleys are inferior Paisleys in this one. If it was still increasing at an infinite rate, then it would mean that there are infinite loops ahead as well as behind. So, like, that would be bad because it means that
Or
Paisley
you're
fucks
in
up.
this current loop, and if it loops again, it will increase again. But they wouldn't know, it would just be added on top of the current increase.
I swear it would just be like the infinite possible amount of loops would just kind of all stack in at once.
So,
let's not think about
Here's
time
what
travel.
here's what actually is happening, right? First time Grandma Brightspark looped, demonic energy jumped.
By a little
right?
bit.
Yes. But every time she's looped, that jump is increased.
Yeah, it's
And
just,
to outside observers, it feels like it just...
it just all happens at once, yeah, because it's...
Well,
yeah,
to
it's all
inside
stacked up.
observers, because it feels like it just...
Yeah, we're in the loop.
But those who
Outside
know that the loop
observers
is
think it ju-
happening understands the fact that this loop has just been adding up as it happens.
So, Mr. Anubis guy, what can you do with demonic energy?
I honestly have no clue.
Maybe we should ask a demon.
As far
Do you-
as I know, it's similar to what humans give off when they walk around.
Hold up. Ashlyn's been looking at that sulfur.
Oh,
Perhaps
Yeah.
she's gotten information.
maybe.
Oh, you
She's
gave
been looking at what?
the sulfur from the demons.
Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot she
Yeah,
was
the
doing that.
demon hellfire sulfur.
Let me roll 3 times for Ashlyn then. Okay.
Hope she rolls
Oof.
3 20s.
She rolled some numbers. Continue on. So, yeah, that's the 3 ways to fix the problem.
Hey, Skel, can you do anything with undead energy that's, like, undead? And uses it up?
Well, I can try.
Can you use up any undead energy to make an effect or something like a ball of it?
Skel,
His father.
how your energy works is essentially a void. You just take energy from the area around you, so it eventually becomes stripped of energy. Certain undead produce that demonic energy around them, such as zombies and ghouls.
Hey, wait, hang on. If we just had a bunch of people, like, if we just, like, had a bunch of tour guides for the demons that were all undead with the similar kind of deal to Skel, they'd, like, innately scrub the energy as they walk
Hey,
around.
undead are oxygen scrubbers.
We'd increase employment in the undead faction by an extremely
We'd
large
fix
amount.
both
We'd also
issues.
turn them into...
While that is a good idea, you need many, many Wraith Lords.
And we don't want that.
Wait.
I need to go. I need to go
Yes,
to the
we do.
bathroom. So I'll be back.
Now you do?
Skel, you can make Wraiths. not Wraith Lords.
I know, but that's the other thing is, as long as I can recreate that serum, I
Yes.
can make another.
You could.
Let's not
You'd have to
invade.
recreate the
Let's not make.
circumstances surrounding that serum.
Let's not fix the demon invasion issue with an undead invasion issue, guys.
Well, that's not an invasion.
No, it's a coup d'etat.
They
Anubis
don't know what's
War.
happening.
looks
They
at
don't
you,
need to know what's
Skel.
happening.
Believe it or not, increasing the amount of those of the undead faction, while it would work short term, the undead energy has not been able to keep up with the demonic energy. AKA,
You
the
know.
undead faction, for whatever reason, have not spiked like the demons have.
I mean,
See, that's their main issue, right? They cannot believe something that will deal with the problem right now can deal with another spike. That's their main fear. They need a way to prevent the spike. Because they're under the assumption that it can happen again. Because if it happens once, it can happen twice.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Sorry if this is annoying, but
No, it's understandable.
I feel
Very
like it would
complex
be
situation.
a very different thing than smash the people in the face.
Yeah,
You know, more,
it's a puzzle.
yeah, different style of problem. I feel like I have confused you all, and I feel kind of bad about that.
Yo, don't, bro.
Well,
It's fine. It's a problem I have to fix. It's supposed to be hard, right?
yeah.
Then, duh, it's hard.
Um. Did everyone have to go do something?
Chrono had to go to the bathroom. Go, he's doing laundry still. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna go eat soon.
Yeah, let's take a break. I gotta call my work. Anyhow,
okay.
be back.
Alright, have a good.
Back.
Jason went out to do the thing at 7 he had to do.
Ah, I see.
We have currently...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, basically no other solutions have been presented.
Did you like the doodle I did?
Yes, very good.
Where did I put it actually? Which server?
It's in voice chat here.
Oh, it's in voice chat. Okay. I was very happy. It's not the best, but it's just a cute little doodle, so, you know.
We just need oxygen scrubbers. That's all we need.
We do, or like, we need to do some, it's either that or just do some Paisley bullshit, some grade A Paisley bullshit. Or someone else try some grade A bullshit, just make something up.
Nobody can do that except, like, maybe Skel.
Yeah.
Barely.
Maybe.
Yeah, but like...
I can't do magic, guys. It's like my one job.
Nah, my plan was to just basically change the landscape to make it more vital than the demon energy.
In what sense? Like...
Well,
No, but that was what Jason was saying about making it Holy Land, right? That would stop the demon energy from winning.
I wonder what kind of energy Paisley gives off.
because that's the
Time
thing.
energy.
If the natural nature of the actual Earth itself just happens to have more life force than the demon energies that are coming in to overrun it, would that fight it back?
I don't necessarily know.
I think that's what Jason was talking about with the Holy thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's called oppression.
It is
Yeah.
oppression. What
Which-
you're saying is oppression as well. It's oppression from the energy to the other energy.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop the actual demons
instead of doing,
themselves.
like-
It's just
what if
going to
we just-
change the landscape back.
What if instead of doing any of the weird shit, we just like make a little like ring of spell storage that they can just wear here and then take back into the demon world? Because it's not really spilling out too bad unless they're coming over here, so we just have them all wear.
That's the same with the pill, but as a wearable.
No, but it doesn't turn them into a human, it just acts as a sink for the demon energy.
Oh,
It's like
I
a
mean,
battery, right?
Yeah, like but it's the same concept.
Same concept, except less magical in nature and probably a lot easier to do.
Less magical.
Well, yeah, because a pill that changes the form of a magical creature
Versus
Versus-
an enchanted item that.
versus a thing it doesn't have to be enchanted, it just has to be very distinctly empty.
Yeah, but to be able to affect the creature's own, like, realm signature, it has to be magic. Oh, it has to be some kind of magic.
Yeah, we gotta like do something. It's gonna be magic either way. I just feel like that'll be easier than making a whole drug. Or we have to.
Well, it's the same solution, though, right? Like,
But another difference is I can sell the drug.
No. We
I have left a message.
let's not do the American health system.
Also, Paisley has enough money.
What?
So Steve was like, "Well, you see, the thing is, I can sell that drug." And we were like, "No." But yeah, we were thinking maybe like a battery, like it literally. Well, at least I was thinking like a ring or
Reverse battery.
like a ring that you wear as a.
So where's the energy gonna go after it gets put into the ring?
Well, they just take the ring back with them to the demon plane because I mean they're gonna be there anyway. So it's like, is there a problem with demons being in the demon plane as well, or like?
The church can't get to the demons when they're in the demon plane.
No, I think the
The
idea
energy
is
is still
basically
flowing
you-
over.
it's like a gas mask or something like that, where you just wear it while you're in the human realm, and then when you're back home, you just take it off and just let it
Yeah.
cool off, basically.
Yeah,
It's like you empty it back on your home.
yeah, because
I
like
don't
the
know
demon
how it
energy is
works.
gonna be in the demon place anyway, so it's not like it's changing anything. Except it just means that they don't overflow here, and I feel like just having an empty energy storing ring is reasonably.
Might be
Okay,
expensive to
a little bit-
manufacture.
Further explanation, because while that is a good idea, you've missed a small part.
Yeah.
The church can't get to the demons while they're in the demon plane because someone needs to essentially invite them in.
Yeah.
The thing is, demon energy is still spilling over. It's just the demon invasion is making it much worse because it's giving it a path to come through.
Also, it happens
It's like
even
a-
naturally.
It's a leaking dam, but an invasion is like someone opening the door. Does that make sense?
So we're fucked.
Why is the fucking space-time just fucked? Paisley,
Because someone's been fucking with space-time.
Paisley, go ground your grandma.
You know,
Again.
I'm gonna have to ground my grandma again, and that's what's gonna have to happen here. I'm gonna have to pull some grade A Paisley Brightspark bullshit to plot convenience my way into fixing this
Well,
one.
we just need to find a way.
Well, the drone would work, or finding a way to change the energy would also work.
I think we just need to change the energy into electricity, boom, free utopia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
you just gotta
okay.
find a way to do it.
yeah, we just got yeah.
Yeah, but
until
that's something in,
until,
like,
until
out of-
Galhei's back. Until Galhei's back, we're missing a very key like.
Person who knows
Yeah,
information about it.
she's the demon energy girl. That's her thing.
But capitalism.
Also, a point I'm going to
Capitalism
say
in-
to your idea, Steve, is that if you made the life better, like, the place more life, you'd probably fuck up the undead.
Technically, no. If you
No.
made places more holy, you'd fuck up the undead.
No,
Not
my plan is more so to make the life around the demon energy more vital, to thusly fight back. If that makes sense.
Like,
Don't
It
we-
sounds like you're trying to turn demon energy into life energy, which would work if you can find out how to do it.
And that's my point, is I was making a serum at one point to do that,
Yes.
but different.
Mhm.
So if we manage to just warp that, it works.
What if
Hey.
we all go off in a different direction and all do our different ideas at the same time? One of them will surely work.
alright, you take Lexi, I just do it myself, and Skel does by himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Lexi in a blender and just see what happens.
I honestly wasn't expecting you all to go full pacifism, let's actually fix the problem.
Bro, you keep saying this every session, and we always do it.
I mean, you didn't do it with the Mafia.
Well, that's because they're the mafia.
There was a way to fix it, it was just annoyingly hard.
Well, yeah, but this is annoyingly hard, and
This
we
is an
kind of
intrinsic problem that's not like, oh, people are mad at each other. It's actually,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah, it's like,
the
hey,
world's
the universe
fucked.
is breaking again.
Alright.
Okay, it's like, oh boy, okay, well, can someone else handle this one, please?
I need to figure out a way to work Lexi more into the story, though.
We've been there. I struggled with Gai's character in the in my JoJo campaign as well. It came around eventually. You need an important NPC for her to just like bounce off of.
We all know what happened in Pop City.
Yeah, Taylor happened. It was great, and it worked. God damn it!
How long is Goya gonna be, by the way?
I don't know what she's up to.
So, while we're sitting here, waiting on stuff to happen, do you all have anything you want to have happen, or any interesting ideas you want for,
I
like,
mean-
future stuff?
Assuming
wasn't
this is
even-
basically gonna be the end of conversations, Helperbot's just gonna be like, alright, we have the ideas, we're just gonna, go think over it and see what we can come up with. That's basically the general gist of it.
Yeah.
I had a cute idea, Jason.
Hmm.
At one point or another, that might
How many-
be
How many degrees?
a lot. Which is antithetical to a
Yeah,
cute.
that's not what a cute is, dumbass.
No, I know what an acute angle is.
Okay,
bitch.
I have called in to Fox, and he'll let me know if I don't get the day.
Oh, it's good.
Alright.
But I called in before 7, so if someone calls in after me, I win over them, essentially, for the vacation day.
Oh,
I did also have a funny that could possibly occur.
What was Chrono gonna say, though?
Oh no,
Oh, that's possible.
it was DM stuff.
Oh.
Like a thing that Jason might want to do for like a session at some point down the line.
Right. What's up, Steve? You were gonna say something?
Oh, I also had funny plot thing that may actually work.
The first loop was really sad, though. Like, horribly tragic.
Wait.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go craft myself a fucking.
You're like you are the crafting motherfucker. So this is kind of like on you. If I'm not pulling Paisley Brightspark bullshit, which is like my number one. The only thing I contribute to this party is bullshit.
I'm just gonna go take Ashla and Skel. We're just gonna craft an like a demon energy reactor.
Yeah, we should like fucking tape them to each other like an electrolysis tank.
Ooh, electromagnet.
I think
No,
they already do that at Nightcrawler.
Well, no, but it is like an electrolysis tank. Just go from an area of high density to an area of low density. If we just smash them together, then life energy will naturally flow from the area of highest density to the area of least density, and then shebang. You just put them in. You see what I mean?
That creates more life energy. That's not what we want. We need to transform.
Well,
we need to put a converter in the middle.
What if
You
we
need to find a way to change energy.
Or we can just have Steve, like, we just have Skel. Just like Skel's an infinite void that takes away energy, right? I mean, we could just tape Skel to it.
That's not the problem. The problem is we can't always be there. And they need something that can work without us.
Yeah, he's immortal. It'll be fine unless he goes off plane.
We can't just chain Skel to a fucking machine and just leave him be. He needs to be blood relevant.
There's nothing saying.
I believe that's also called slavery.
There's nothing saying you have to be chained to the thing. It's just happening all of reality. As long as he's in reality, then it's probably fine.
Oh yeah, unless he goes, which means he can never go to his house or to Ural's house, because it's in a subspace.
Or to the like a lot of areas around Paisley, because she just goes places.
Warp space.
Yeah, key point. I was asking this to Len and earlier, like theorizing. What kind of energy does Paisley give off?
Time.
Just time? That's kind of vague, though. I'm just curious.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she and the Blood Red King like kind of just make time.
You are physical embodiments of time.
You're the reason time exists.
Yes.
Well,
as long as you are alive, time continues forward. And if the Blood Red King kills you, time ends.
And if you kill him, time ends.
Time continues.
No, if I kill him,
and then
time
he
continues.
reforms, eventually.
Tries to go for me again, and then we do the whole song and dance all over again until we can figure out some way of stopping
Why
all of that.
can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. I don't think that's a problem I'm ever gonna write a fix to.
Yeah,
Well,
fair.
no. Yeah, but you know what I'll do? I'll do some premium Paisley Brightspark bullshit, and it'll hopefully do something. Smile.
I can understand the want to fix every issue, but there is a point of storytelling that eventually all things must end.
No, I'm well aware.
Okay.
No, don't worry. We'll find out a way.
Like, there's like a climax. There's also a point of, like, you know, there has to be. You can't build up a big climactic battle for it to, like, you know, be, oh, there was. You know, it's.
We'll figure out a way.
Yeah.
On a different note, here's my proposal.
You're proposing?
God. I'm so happy for you.
Wow. I
Anyways,
wish.
what's up? Elaborate on your idea.
No,
so
it's a DM. It's a DM plot thing.
Oh. Well,
That is the only response you're getting to that. That is the only response you're getting to that.
was it just
Okay.
a colon D? Colon, close parentheses.
That works. Okay. I don't know what that means, but that works.
It's the sweat emoji.
Oh, I see. Anyways, yeah, I think if Gohei doesn't get back soon, it's just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna head out, we'll find out a way to fix this, and then we'll get back to you.
Well, I think
I feel like the main issue is we just need to pick one of the things and then stick to it for a little while and it'll get done because that's how we work. We just have to decide on which one we're going to bother to put our
Yep.
time and effort into. Because,
Well,
like, it'll work.
I just need you all to pick so I can make a plot around it.
I think it's just gonna be me, Skel, and Ashlyn taped together to fix this issue. And
Yeah,
then
we'll
we'll
To
just
be
be
dead
like, okay,
honest with you, that's
da-da-da-da.
not the only way to fix it. Downtime is not the only thing you'll need to do.
I know.
For all
but
the
like,
issues, you'll need to get something, find somebody, convince somebody, or defeat somebody.
I know. But we'll figure it out a way.
Meanwhile, Lexi and Paisley are just, like, confused, screaming in the corner.
You guys are the people who get the shit for us. We stay back, we do the crafting. Maybe Skel helps a little bit, you guys. But you two are like the girl squad.
Which is a really nice way of saying slavery.
Which is a really nice way of saying we do the back end and you guys do the front end.
Without any pay.
Hey, you're a hero. You get paid.
You do get paid, though.
They
No, I
make
know,
me- they make me work without sleeping.
You also get free therapy bot. Which has been really missing use, huh? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Though, I think that's enough for this session. You all
Yeah.
can decide what path you guys want to go down, and then go from there. I am kind of sad that I statted these characters out, and you all didn't punch a single one of them.
We can punch them later. You can put them in the game later for them to be punched. I want to
But
punch
they
the
need to
sun
have a
girl.
reason to be punched. I can't just throw them at you and be like, haha, punch
Yeah,
them.
but make a reason for them. I want Sun Lady to be punched. She's like she's like a 9-tail, but she has 10-tail. What a fucking loser.
The villains need a reason to be villainous. I can't just be like, ha, I hate you because I hate you. That's kind of dumb.
Well, I mean, like, you could really do that given the cosmic stakes here. Like, people are just gonna hate us because they hate us.
Oh yeah, some do. I do have those already, though. Like, they already exist. I already
Yeah.
have them set aside.
Yeah, Rip Thundercrab, you were a good hate us because fuck you.
He's now our friend because we saved his bro.
Yep.
Or
Mainly
sibling.
Surf. Surf's a bitch.
Surf we need to see more of. He hasn't been around.
I've had Surf off doing stuff.
I want Surf to get his ass kicked since he was so scary at level 1.
I loved Surf. I've also slowly powered him up.
Well, yeah, but like, he's still not gonna be as strong as he was back then, like to us.
Oh yeah, no. But that's kind of the whole
we are
point.
monsters now, except me, but like, I'm a monster in my own way.
You're terrifying because there's literally no electronic defense that can stand against you. I'm not even having you roll anymore. You just do it. Mainly because your dice fucking suck.
Hey, I have enough hero point now after getting fed bunch.
You know, but at the same point, at some point, you're just good enough. Like, there's...
Yeah, my
I am of the mind, if your
I
plus
wish it
gets
was like
high
that
enough,
in
you
life.
just succeed.
yeah.
It
same.
does. It really does. If you learn enough about, let's
No,
say,
no.
computers, you'll be able to look at a computer and fix it at any point in time.
No, I was more joking about the fact that the phrasing was at one point you're just good enough and coping.
Oof.
I'm confused.
It's, don't worry, it's trauma.
Oh, yeah, I won't be able to understand that.
No, it's fine. It was a joke about previous trauma. I'm cool now. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Helpabot's like physically complete garbage, but if
You just need one mental power and then you'll be busted.
That's why I'm not getting any mental powers. That's boring.
Yeah.
My character is flawed in a very good way. It lets all my other teammates shine.
It also allows for a lot of interesting lore dumps and stuff like that.
It also allows for hostage situations where I'm taken but nobody else is. I don't know why that hasn't happened yet.
Because I find them boring.
They can be interesting.
Are they? Are they really?
It
If
would,
I
it would,
yoinked you off to an area and then the villain was like, if you don't come here, I'll destroy him. Oh wait, he has immortality. If I destroy him, he just spawns back at his house.
then don't kill
yeah.
me.
I'd have to have someone yoink your power core
I
because you
think
can
it'd
just
be
pop back to your house
interesting-
anyways.
I think it'd be interesting in a way of like, oh, how does the party work without me? For a prolonged period. Like we know when Paisley got yoinked.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that, but I
And
thought
you could just
all
have it be
had
like, well, just don't kill me then I can't revive at my house.
I thought we made it canonical that you can just choose to pop into a new body.
Just whisk me away to a different dimension where I can't do that.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys would find that annoying or...
Well, I don't have
Frustrating to deal with.
interdimensional contact with Wi-Fi.
As
Yeah.
long as you guys are good with that. I thought you guys got really annoyed whenever I yoinked Paisley.
I didn't. I was fine. It might have taken a little bit, but like character-wise, that was some of the best shit. We got very interesting
Yeah.
dynamics between the characters.
It was really good dynamic. I ended up not doing much, which was the only point of frustration for me. Is like I was just kind of like, damn, this is plot relevant to me, but at the same time, I'm completely unable to interact with it.
I mean, that's kind of the problem with being kidnapped. If you are truly kidnapped, you are unable to stop your kidnapping from happening.
I mean, interacting with the kidnapper
like,
is the important
doing-
part.
Yeah, it's like doing shit while you're kidnapped, you know.
Like what?
Talking to
like,
the
sure,
kidnapper, breaking out, trying to break out. You know, the classic. You know, Batman
that's
tries to break
cool.
out of.
Some like Shawshank Redemption type of shit.
That can work, yeah.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of someone trying to save you, though?
No, it
No,
makes the stakes different, right? Because you show the character is not completely a pushover. They're still trying their best, and their allies are coming to help. They might not know it, but
Oh.
And then they can meet each other halfway as well, and that's always
or
an
maybe
option.
the characters will get there and don't find their body because they've already escaped, and then maybe they become the kidnappees.
That literally happened, minus the last part.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Paisley did escape, and everyone got there. Was like, haha, we got here, and then just...
And like, oh wait, we're trapped here now.
And because there was literally no way for you all to get out, I was like, okay, time to GM your... Time to game master you out of this.
Hey, the Bloodguard King coming up there and explaining shit to us, very funny. It was a nice interaction.
Oh, yeah. The Blood Red King is a very interesting villain style that I'm going for. Not really directly problematic to you all, but it's very different from what I'm used to running. Which is essentially super big bad that can crush you with a flick of his finger early on and then just becomes
I
beatable
crush.
later on.
Yeah, which is a classic, right? It's a good.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else before we close off here? We are 2:30 into the recording.
I think we're done. You all can decide which path you want to go down, post it in general, and I will make a story around it.
All right. If there's nothing else, then thanks GM for GMing. You're pretty good at this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna dump the
Wow.
holy area into general so people can use it should they want to.
That'd be neat.
Because it's a really nice looking map,
It is.
and I want it to be used.
Thank you, my fellow players, for being here. You're all very good role players, and all that jazz. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Here is the
Bye.
holy site. Feel free to use it. Goodbye.
What?